Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of the Rogue House. So just a quick update, let's start in the garage as we always do. Got this amazing epoxy flake floor coating done by Jim at the garage store. I can't even tell you how happy I am with it. It's perfect. How it looked before, there was tons of cracks and pitting everywhere. He made it look brand new. And it's a perfect showplace for all these new cars we're rolling in. So I couldn't be happier with this garage floor. It was very important to me to do something that blended aesthetically and that Robert Rasmussen would be proud of. But also I needed the performance and functionality of a good garage coating. So I met Jim at the garage store like 14 years ago. He did my very first garage and he came back and I mean, it is just as incredible as the first one. I wouldn't use anybody else to do this. The color he helped me pick was perfect because it blended, there's a lot going on here. It blended the driveway, which is this terracotta mixed concrete, with the limestone. We got the brown paint, the cream trim. He found a fleck that matched everything perfectly. All right, so now that I got the garage floor in, I feel a lot more comfortable figuring out how everything else is gonna go in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna coat all this brick and cement walls with micro cement, doing like a nice dark green to kind of match the Vanderhall. On the ceiling, we're gonna do a whole new lighting system, get rid of these hanging light bulbs, do maybe a hex system or maybe something a little bit more curvy and circular. We're gonna continue this on against all parking space. Taking where these cabinets were, we're gonna put some acoustic wall panels, cut down the echo, make it a little bit more loungy and fun. House aside, let's talk about the cars because now that I have a place to put them, we're starting to work them all in. So the custom Vanderhall is finally back. Brand new custom paint job from A&L Auto Body who did a Lamborghini Verde Ghia paint and it's beautiful. Also had Crown Customs powder coat the roll bars and the wheels in this beautiful Highland bronze. It's pretty much done. Next up we have the GT, which has its custom body kit, a little dirty right now. You will notice the aero discs are no longer there. They did kind of work until I got up to speed and then I saw them fly off. So that was my lesson, to not put discs on a car that were not made for that car. Now we got back the Yakuza E-Class from Japan. So lots going on here. It's almost done. As you can see, no, it's not broken. It's sitting on air ride and it is just down, dumped out on air. It looks fantastic. We have in the trunk the Alpine F1 status system, all built out. It just needs to be beautified. And that's gonna go into Sounds Good for its last beautification next week. So a quick update for some of the other cars that are going to be working their way into this space. The ASC McLaren Capri is out in auto body. They're getting that paint all done. We also have the Nissan Pulsar, which is just waiting for its final dyno tune, but it's pretty much done. And there is another mystery car that there'll be more on later. So some quick updates on what's been going on in the house. So follow me, let's check things out. So obviously we've talked about the garage. Come on in. Some other things, the tile has come in. This will be the new kitchen tile. Again, Robert had a green tile in there. I want to stay true to what he put in there with another green, but just a more elevated version. So that's in. Come on up. In the kitchen, we've started demo, capping all the lines, removing the sink, doing what we can to reconfigure all the cabinetry and appliances here. Living room really hasn't changed, other than we moved out all the cushions and everything. They're getting refoamed, everything being brought up to date. Also, the fireplace needed some tuck pointing. And Steve Bruno from Bruno's Tuck Pointing handled all that for me. So we're still waiting on an appointment to get all this carpet torn up and laid down with terrazzo, finalizing the final mix of color. As we come into the hallway here, I have a lot of bad seals on these windows. And unfortunately, I've had 3 glass companies come out and nobody will touch the windows. So if you know anyone who specializes in architectural, one-of-a-kind windows, please let me know. I need some help here. All right, so there has been a lot of work on the master bathroom or primary bathroom. We have removed all the tile Had to open up this cement and plaster wall to get the whole new plumbing system in, running new plumbing over here. There's going to be a new in-wall toilet. I will tell you, getting through this demo, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. So it's a labor, but it will look fantastic. So as we've been moving things around, changing things, cleaning things up, there are some fun little finds. One, I've just been thinking, Bob raised 2 boys in this house, and all the woodwork is in near perfect condition. No nicks, no marring. So they must have just had an unbelievable respect for their father. But I have found some evidence where boys were boys. And they chose to do a little graffiti, but where their dad would not see, behind the drawers. I also found a coin of some kind. I don't know what it is. If you know this coin, please let me know. But it was in the bottom underneath a drawer. There's also evidence of kind of hidden toys, if you will. It's like a little fireman's ladder. And then I had also found this little wooden horse. So not that remodels are simple, but this one's a little bit more special because there's a heavy amount of preservation that we need to do. One part is we are doing all new stucco in here. So patching all the old stucco, resurfacing it, and putting in a long-lasting membrane to preserve the quality of what's here. Outside of that, again, a lot more tuck pointing. So Bruno with Bruno's tuck pointing has been out, hitting everything up, making sure everything is structurally sound so that we don't have any losing bricks or anything like that. So the house has 2 of these circular towers, and this one was failing pretty bad. You could tell by all the mortar, it's a little bit different color. It was all coming apart. So luckily Steve did me a solid, sent his guys out, and made this structurally sound and perfect. Over time, that mortar will fade and it'll blend right into the house. So things that really haven't changed, I have not paid any attention to the landscaping. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last that I can give my attention to. So it's looking a little rough now, but I am sure going to bring back that putting green. So that's a quick update on the Rasmussen house. So please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you want to see with this architectural wonder. More to come very soon.